Conor McGregor's close friend and his teammate, Bellator fighter DIllion Danis, he's pissed off and he's trying to bet Errol Spence $5 million that he can't last with him in a real street fight. And he say that he willing to put his own money up to guarantee it. He pissed off about the recent comments that Errol Spence made responding to Fred Barbershop Conversations about Bellator MMA. We gonna talk about it in this video, but before we do that, make sure that you hit my like button and subscribe to the channel if you're not already a sub to the channel. So it looks like Barbershop Conversation Fred Hawthorne, he done got some real shit popping off. Now he got these MMA fighters pissed off at Errol Spence. Now, yesterday, I made a video basically letting everybody know how Fred was out here basically trying to insinuate that Showtime was dropping the ball on the Errol Spence and Terence Crawford fight because they was airing a Bellator MMA event the same night. And he was out here, you know, saying, why would you guys do that? You know, Steven Espinosa and Al Heyman, you're blowing it. Y'all know how Fred get. And y'all can go watch the video if y'all ain't seen the video yet. But I talked about that in the video. And so Errol Spence, he had seen what Fred was putting out there because he used to rock with Fred. So I'm pretty sure he still watches Fred's channel or somebody sent it to him. And Errol Spence, you could tell he was aggravated about it. So he went on Twitter and he made some comments about what Fred was saying about the Bellator MMA being the same night as his fight with Terence Crawford. I'm gonna get into exactly what he said, but what he said, it pissed off some dudes from MMA. And one of the dudes that it pissed off, and he felt like he needed to respond directly to Errol Spence, was Conor McGregor's teammate, his friend, and one of Conor McGregor's training partners. His name is DIllion Danis. Now, I really don't know who he is. You know what I'm talking about? I am familiar with MMA, but I don't really I'm not a diehard MMA fan no more, but I watch it from here and there. You know what I'm saying? When there's big fights on or when they have big pay-per-views that I want to watch, I'll watch the MMA. He's a Bellator MMA fighter. And like I said, he didn't like what Errol Spence had to say. So now he pissed off about it. So my take on the whole situation is I feel that Errol Spence was just basically responding to Fred. You know, when Errol Spence came out, and this is what he said. He says, nobody gives a fuck about Bellator MMA on July the 29th. And basically what he's saying is that because Bellator MMA is on Showtime, it's not gonna stop shit that's going down with my pay-per-view with Bud. You know what I'm talking about? Everybody gonna wanna watch us. Because once again, like I said, Fred was trying to basically make it seem like that it was gonna slow down the pay-per-view buys and people were gonna wanna tune in to Bellator instead, which is completely capped. And so I believe that Errol Spence was just basically responding to Fred kind of like on some shit like, man, ain't nobody giving a fuck what you talking about, Fred. You know what I'm saying? I think that's what he meant, but it just came out how it came out. I don't really think that Errol Spence means to disrespect those fighters, you know, on Bellator MMA. He know that they put in hard work just like he do. You know what I'm saying? He know that they putting their lives on the line just like he is. I don't believe that he was trying to disrespect him. It was responding to Fred. You know what I'm talking about? But it came out how it came out. And of course, you're going to see these MMA fighters, they going to see that and they going to feel some type of way about that, which I probably would too if I was an MMA fighter, you know, signed to Bellator. Just like if one of them MMA fighters came out and said that about EJ and Bud pay-per-view. Don't nobody give a F about it. So I'm pretty sure that they will feel some type of way also. So you know what I'm saying? I don't blame dude for feeling some type of way. But anyway, now he comes out, right? And once again, Errol Spence says nobody gives a F about Bellator MMA July the 29th. And he was just responding to what Fred was going around saying. But this dude, DIllion Danis, and I'll put it up here so y'all can see it. He says, I honestly don't know who you are, but if you can survive one round in a real fight against me, I'll donate $5 million to any charity of your choice. Now, first of all, you talking about you don't know who he is. Well, he much more popular than you. Like, I don't know who you are. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, I follow MMA, but I don't really know who you are like that. But anyway, you know what I'm saying? He said what he said. Now, the thing that stood out to me is he talking about if you could last one round against me in a real fight. So what you trying to say, that boxing ain't a real fight? You know what I'm saying? I bet you ain't gonna talk about can he last one round with you and y'all take the gloves off and throw hands. You know what I'm saying? That's a real fight to me. You know what I'm saying? Y'all stand straight up and throw hands. Now, if you want to grapple the man and put him in chokeholds and do all that other shit, then just say that. Say he can't last one round with you grappling and hugging and shit. You know what I'm talking about? In arm bars and all of that. But don't say a real fight. Because when these fighters get in the ring, they definitely in a real fight. Conor McGregor know that firsthand. Once you ask your partner, Conor McGregor, was he in a real fight when he got stopped by Floyd Mayweather? You know what I'm talking about? So it's definitely a real fight. But like I said, dude feels some type of way, and he must really, really feel some type of way. Talking about he gonna put up $5 million and donate it to any charity that Errol Spence want. First of all, bruh, you're flogging, you're capping. You ain't got no $5 million to put up for nothing. Now, if Conor McGregor is willing to put up $5 million for you, that's a whole different story. But you ain't making no money like that in MMA to put up $5 million on Nathan. You not making money like that in MMA, in Bellator MMA to put up $5 million. So stop capping. You know what I'm talking about? And you need to fix that real fight comment that you made, because if you got a problem with what he said, now everybody in the boxing world probably gonna have a problem with what you said, talking about a real fight. You know what I'm talking about? So you need to clarify what you mean by a real fight. And with all this going down, Errol Spence is not paying no attention to you at all. What is Errol Spence gonna get out of fighting you? Nothing. He got the biggest fight in boxing coming up. You think he worried about what a dude from Bellator MMA talking about? A dude that don't even have a big name like that anyway? You know what I'm talking about? In the article I read, they highlighted you for being Conor McGregor's homeboy and one of Conor McGregor's training coaches. You know what I'm talking about? They couldn't even put you in the article by yourself. They had to put you with Conor McGregor for anybody other than a diehard MMA fan to even know who you was. Now, I got much respect for any dude that get in there and put his life on the line. So much respect to everybody in Bellator MMA, much respect to everybody in UFC and boxing. But you just can't come and shit on boxing like that and just say, oh, and it basically trying to insinuate that it ain't a real fight. And I know you probably misunderstood what Errol Spence was saying about what he said, just responding to all the silly videos that Fred be putting out. But that's all it was. Ain't nobody giving a F what you talking about, Fred. You know what I'm saying? Everybody gonna be tuned in to watch me and Bud. Whatever Bellator MMA got going on, you know, it ain't gonna stop shit that we got going on over here. So that's what I feel like he was saying about the situation. But with all that being said, y'all drop a comment in the comment section. I want to hear from y'all. What y'all think about this? Do y'all think Errol Spence should even entertain this after he fight Bud? Or you think that he should just ignore this dude and this dude is trying to clout chase? Drop a comment. Let me know how y'all feel. And make sure that y'all hit my like button and subscribe to the channel if you're not already subbed to the channel. There you go, talking that boxing again. And I'm gone.